police in LaFayette continue their search for that driver accused of hitting a pedestrian and then leaving that woman in the street.
Yes, definitely some disturbing video you're going to see. Now, this video from investigators shows the moments after the truck hit her. Take a look at it now. You can see she's still lying on the ground there after being hit. Yeah,
we zoom in and you can see the woman rolling there on the ground. You can see that truck slowly then driving away. LaFayette Police Chief Stacy Meek says a key piece of evidence is that surveillance footage from a nearby fiber optics center and as well as neighborhood doorbell cameras.
The suspect actually had to slow down and drive around her to leave the scene, but he actually drove back through the crime scene.
The next thing I know, I'm flipping it in the air.
We're so glad she's all right. Ginger Maxwell's recovery continues.
Now, police say it's possible the suspect doesn't actually live in the area. They haven't been able to identify the victim, and they ask anyone who might have more information to contact them. Now, when we spoke with Ginger about this issue, she told us she's not only having physical complications from this. She suffered some broken bones from that hit that you saw. She's also having some mental and emotional complications from this as well. She said she used to always go out, walk around the neighborhood in the morning, and now she's scared. I mean, it's understandable to see how after something like that happens to you, to be a little weary going out on your walk. And she said she usually does this walk with her grandson, and she was really, really happy that he wasn't there this morning, because we might have been telling a different news story this morning if her grandson was there. So very lucky that he wasn't there, and honestly very lucky and happy that she's okay after that.
Right. This happened back in early June, and of course we're now just getting a lot of this new video, but investigators are still looking for that the driver of that Ford F-150, reportedly that gray truck that hit her and then drove away from the scene, returning to the scene about 15 to 20 minutes later as police and local emergency crews were there. Of course, an interesting dynamic there to see that person coming back. You can see it in this footage here. There's law enforcement and fire crews on scene, and in just a moment we'll see that truck drive on by again. Again, it's that gray truck, maybe 2010 to 2014 with the chrome package. Now, investigators in Atlanta, Hannah, have been trying to zero in on that license plate, which is difficult to read. So they've been working with agencies out of Atlanta, still unable to truly identify that plate. So if you know anything about this, definitely come forward.
I know a lot of people were talking on social media about this and the fact that the truck came back around and why the truck returned. Was the person coming back to see if she was all right for a sort of peace of mind? Were they coming back to see, you know, first responders? I know we're taking a live look on Facebook right now. People saying that it's a tough situation. People saying that they do hope the person that hits you gets caught. It's terrible, an unbelievable situation, says Kathy there. So definitely a lot of dramatic reaction from the community about this and the fact that the truck came back.
Right. Now, part of what we want to do with this new show, Arc Chattanooga, is, of course, bringing your viewpoints into this, your worries and concerns. And so, again, as we take a live look at Facebook, feel free to go on any of our stories that we're following and leave your comments. We can feature some of these on air. Again, we're so glad that she's all right, but a very scary scene for someone who regularly walks that road just fine with no problems.
Yes.